Welcome back, Trailblazers, episode 98. Let's make something happen and build that momentum. I'm Untitled ESL Trailblazer. In this week's episode, it's a fresh lesson idea for you teachers out there. We need to keep our students engaged and participating, and it really depends on the topic. This one is on security and privacy. It's a topic I'm immensely fond of because it's very current, it's pertinent and relevant, as well as affects pretty much everyone. So, what can we do to get your students talking about it? It's actually easier than you think. And I'm going to share with you the words that you need to springboard participation and conversation in the classroom. We can do it. Here's how, right after this brief intro. Welcome back, Trailblazers. Let's get started. Remember, if you want the lesson idea that accompanies this video, you can sign up for the Freshen Up Fridays newsletter. The link is below here. It takes you to my website where you have to submit your email to get the newsletter. The newsletter updates you on new videos that I post on this channel and the website, as well as teacher tips and these lesson ideas. There's always being refreshed. Once a month. It's not too often, and you don't have to always come back and check. But without further ado, let's get into this fresh lesson idea about security and privacy. So like I said, the vocabulary is what springboards the conversation. And how do we springboard the conversation? With a quote about this topic. Get your students talking. I have one in the lesson idea on the website. Vocabulary. Get them to brainstorm the different types of security we have. So for you here, just to make sure you cover the bases, we got security guards, we got security cameras with CCTV as a added like abbreviation to the word. Okay, body scans, drones, spy satellites, or just satellites, however you like, swipe cards, security codes, alarms. That pretty much covers most of it with regards to the different types of security we can have. But there's a lot of important verbs here. Okay, maybe not a lot, but the ones that are used on a regular basis, it seems now, for everything. To monitor, to record, to screen, and to track. We're constantly hearing those verbs being used around us. What does it mean? How serious is it? And do we want it in our lives? Okay, and it's a lot of times the case where not only are we being monitored or tracked, we are sometimes doing the monitoring and the tracking. If you're a parent, you might know what I'm talking about. That might be good for your adult students if you have them to like flip the conversation from a different perspective. Okay, then we have a nice idiom that you can easily bring into this topic. Mind your own business. Bow. That's a good one and perfect and ideal for this. And you can talk about it. What is private these days? Hard to say. Some other words connected with a little bit more technical language is authorization, confidentiality, breach, and encrypted. Finally, the word area that I like to focus most on personally when I do a lesson, because I have a lot of IT clients and students, is biometrics. Biometrics are being used right now, every day, more and more, to track and monitor and record what we're doing and how we behave. The examples here are digital signatures, fingerprint scanners, retina scanners, body scans that we talked about already, voice recognition, activity trackers. Got one. Guilty as charged. And then you got the facial recognition on the phones as well. And of course, engagement patterns are being recorded as well. That means that the app manufacturers, application manufacturers, or the smartphone manufacturers are monitoring how you engage with their product in order to make changes. And maybe get you more addicted, or maybe get you to engage or use it more. Okay, so the biometrics one is the one where you should get the most heated debates from. I don't know if I mentioned it, but also in that is DNA genetic tests, also part of the biometrics. So this can be done and introduced through a spidergram, and this is my opportunity to tell you about Word Hero. It's a new tool that I am developing, and I want it to be for teachers to help them make vocabulary learning easier. There's a little taste of the Word Hero tool on my lesson idea, where you can check out the spidergram that I have created for this topic. And it gives you all the words in a spidergram format that you can use for your lessons. The spidergram creates a visual that makes it much easier for your students to absorb the vocabulary words and get them talking and practicing those words after you've introduced them. I've said a lot. I'm out of time. And you got to get to business. So I'm going to leave it at that. Remember, if you want the whole lesson plan, it's on the website. That includes an activity, a lot of speaking questions, a quote to get you started, the vocabulary I've just covered now, and a reading as well. So, hope you found this valuable. Stay tuned for the next episode coming up as we close in on 100. Thank you for your viewership. Share if you care, and I'll see you hopefully once again very soon. Take care, Trailblazers. Thank you very much. See ya.